Hi Gemini, I hope you guys are doing great today. These are going to be general messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 1st through the 8th of 2020. And remember guys, general messages, don't try to make them fit if they don't. Definitely check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the most complete messages. Okay. Also, the energy can always be flip-flop. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great today. We have a little bit of a mixed bag, the 1st through the 8th. So let's start with the little wonky energy first, right? That's going to be on the 3rd. We have a Venus in Aries squaring Saturn in Capricorn. That's going to be impacting your 11th and 8th houses. So there are going to be some challenges for you where... challenges in getting in touch with your untapped potential and talents in a way to push your path forward in a way that speaks to your soul. So you might just feel a little bit confused right now or frustrated by what feels like roadblocks, but are really just needed processes that you have to go through before getting the blessings that Saturn offers, right, on the other side of that. And you may also have some struggles with your intimacy area, as well as being able to clearly see your way through some psychological blocks. But guys, it's the 3rd. It's not a long energy. Just a little heads up. If you're not feeling completely yourself that day, that's why, okay? Way more positive as we go into the 4th. We have Mercury retrograde enters Aquarius, and that's in your 9th house. So first of all, I mean, this is just absolutely fabulous because Mercury and Aquarius are very hungry for knowledge and open to new and original ideas. And isn't that just such an awesome, Gemini energy as well, right? So you may be looking at your belief system and the meaning to life here, Gemini, like seriously a great and supportive energy to be asking those really big questions. It's not going to seem heavy to you. You're just naturally going to be asking these big questions about where you're going and what you're doing and what you need to make the life that you envision for yourself in your mind's eye, how to bring that into the 3D. So I really like that. And then also on the 4th, we have Venus entering Taurus in the 12th house. So this is a very positive energy to connect to your creativity and intuition, connecting you to transpersonal knowledge and understanding. So this is about seriously connecting to the dreams you have for your life, like what I was just saying, and having the practical creativity and intuition to figure out how to bring those desires and wishes into your reality. So lots of concentrated growth going on for a couple of the signs. Really good though. Not to say it's going to happen like that. It doesn't happen like that, but seeds crack open. It's like serendipitous circumstances present themselves to change the way you see things and, and how you're thinking. So, yeah, I mean, I see future energy. We have the 7 of Pentacles. I love it. Really good. All right, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have the Knight of Wands as your past. So this is the energy that you're coming into this time period with. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that you just kind of lost your MO or your gumption to stay involved in something, whether it's a job or a relationship. But there's just this stagnation that just started to drain your ability to feel impassioned about it anymore. You just weren't feeling it anymore. Now, this is a Cancer and Leo energy. So in the reverse, you could have been dealing with somebody's ego. There could be a lot of fear connected here. Because Cancer energy is all about that metaphorical home. It's about love and home and family. But Cancers are really so connected to the idea of safety. They really, really are, right? So there's this idea of fear, lack of safety, ego getting out of control. So a lot of you may have been dealing with this energy, but regardless, it was just killing your willingness to want to actually move forward in this job, in this career, in this relationship, in this friendship, with this family situation. Apply it however you see fit. Okay, 7 of Swords. This is the foundation. This is a card of thievery, and when it has to do with swords, it has to do with truth and communication. So when we mix those ideas together, what we have is somebody who has a false mask on. So something has been presented to you other than the reality of what it really is, and this is making you do some hardcore thinking. Now, this could be you wearing the mask, Gemini, certainly. Doesn't really matter. It's the energy of the situation that you're dealing with right now. So if this has to do with a relationship, this is somebody who presented themselves in a way that was very different from what they ended up turning out to be. Right? So when you guys first connected, there might have been a lot of promises, a lot of lip service, and no follow through. And you're realizing this, though. If this has to do with a job, either a certain salary was agreed upon, certain hours, certain level of responsibility, certain, jobs within the job that needed to be executed, and things just being a whole lot different. Something just not being what it was presented to be. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is so not your wish fulfillment. You're seeing front and center that something was presented. You were sold the wrong bill of goods. How can we put it any other way? Right? Where what you really were feeling very excited about at one point in time, you've lost your gumption for, because you're realizing that this person, the situation is not rolling out in the way that you thought it was. Basically that you were promised, though, like that was presented to you. It's just not your wish fulfillment. Now the crowning energy is the Sun reverse. So this is about needing to move something out of your way in order to have that beautiful space of sun. And we have the Sun energy. What it really means at the end of the day is being on the right path with the right people in your life, going down a trajectory on a path that's meant for your soul purpose. And in the reverse, there's something getting in the way of that. Now, you might be getting in your own way, Gemini, could be. But this could also be you being in a situation that's just simply not serving you, that's not going to be able to bring you to where your soul really feels like it needs to go. So this is about really looking at that connection, looking at that relationship, the way it is now. Is it going to be able to go the long haul with you? Looking at that job right now, is it really speaking to you in the way that you would like your soul to be spoken to when it comes to your career? You're feeling that type of connection. Because you really want to feel that type of connection. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is the Architect card as the foundation here. So Mars and Capricorn. This is you are ready, willing, and able with bells and whistles on to put in the hard work to do something differently in your life. You really are. You feel very, very motivated right now. A lot of motivation. Mars rules Aries. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So there's about this fresh perspective. Aries is all about a fresh perspective, and they're also the leaders of the zodiac. So this is about you working hard in a way where you take ownership and leadership of your own life, in a way where you're going to be progressing forward in a way to build. You're building your life here. So you want to build with somebody if you're in a relationship, but if you're not, you want to build forward for yourself. This is about you wanting to build your life in your career. But there's definitely this idea of, putting in the hard work in order to make this advancement. Okay, and now representing you right now is the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So I really like this, because this tells me that you're open and you're being really honest with yourself. Six of Pentacles is a Moon and Taurus energy. So it's really it's reaching down into the deepest recess of your soul, first of all, and figuring out what speaks to you. What speaks to your heart, right? Because Taurus, while it is an earth energy, it's also ruled by Venus. So Venus is about, it's the planet of love. It's also one of the money planets that we look at. And it's also where our self-worth and our self-value hang out, right? So I feel this, you very much being in touch with what it is that's speaking to you. You also may be in a space of feeling pretty comfortable, though, with where you're at right now, as far as money goes. All right. So it's more of it's like you can be on a path. For many of you, I'm getting like you're on a path where it's less the financial aspect that's the big problem for you, and more about feeling balance within your life, feeling a sense of satisfaction, feeling like you're really on the right path, doing what you're supposed to do, if it has to do with career. If this has to do with relationship, this has to do with, first and foremost, Gemini, you having your own back first of all, okay? But you also being very ready, willing, and able to be supportive of somebody else, and you recognizing that somebody else, you have people in your life who are willing to help you and be supportive of you as well, right? I mean, there is this idea of support and connection. Now, an energy external to you is the Knight of Swords energy. So I really like this. This is a Taurus and Gemini energy. So again, Taurus is about, somebody who's a hard worker. It's a pentacle energy, but it also has to do with that Venusian element. And Gemini is about communication. So I feel like this communication is coming in from outside, somebody external to you is coming in with some sort of offer to you, Gemini, or some sort of revisiting or reestablishing, definitely a motivation to want to move something forward in a different way. It's beautiful. In a new truth, right? This is a truth coming in. There's a truth, there's communication. This is not you projecting out, though. This is information and truth that's coming to you from somebody else. Then we have the Six of Wands in your fear position. So you're afraid of not having victory and success in this situation, whether it's a job or relationship, it doesn't matter. But you're afraid of there not being victory. You're afraid of you not being respected in the way that you really need to be respected. This is in your fear position. It doesn't mean that it's real. It just means this is in your mental space as you move forward with this person or in this situation. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this tells me, again, this is another, very much like the Sun energy. Okay, there is something that's getting in the way of you having this beautiful Ten of Pentacle energy. Now, this is a Mercury and Virgo card. Okay, so well, Virgo is, it's pentacle energy. It's also, this is like a double Mercury. Like there is some sort of communication that's coming in that's getting in the way of you being able to feel mentally, physically, and emotionally connected to something. There's some sort of communication that's coming in that's going to inhibit your ability to feel like you're progressing forward in a healthy way financially. So there's something that's coming in that's going to be inhibiting you from feeling this way. Okay? But I feel like it's going to work its way out because I'm going to pull some cards on that. But in the near future, we have the Seven of Pentacles energy, which I really like. This is a Saturn and Taurus energy. So this is you putting in the hard work and reaping the rewards and the benefits. But this is a brand new cycle, Gemini. The Seven of Pentacles is a new cycle of connection, a new cycle within a job. The Seven is the Four of the World, the Three of the Trinity. Together, there is this building. This is like the Apprentice energy, right? Where there's this newness. There's a new approach here. But there's this communication. This communication that's coming in that's going to end up, I feel like, impacting this Knight of Swords energy. It's going to be coming in. Or this is a truth that's getting in the way. Well, let's see what the connection is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, Gemini, I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is initially you're going to feel like somebody is not showing up in the way that you want them to show up because you're still going to be hanging with the Seven of Swords energy. It's going to be trust issues here. I want to just say that, okay? And you're going to feel very much like, ooh, you're not giving your cup. You're kind of shutting down to a person or a situation. You're not opening yourself up to some sort of situation that has happened at work. You're not opening yourself up to somebody who's really hurt you. But this is the thing. Then we have the Lover's energy. And the Lover's energy is all about recognizing the fissures in a relationship, the fissures in the foundation of a job, where the issues lie, and the agreement to work through the conflict together, right? Because the clouds are the conflict. You know, and the archangel that supports the energy of this card is Archangel Raphael, and the luminary of the sun to actually help incite healing and there being some compromise and movement forward in the best possible way. As then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which I like this. I mean, we have the Seven of Pentacles, right? as that future, this is adding more information to that, to the outcome in the future energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is great. I mean, this is really, it's like having that firm foundation and then building that firm foundation even further. Seven of Wands energy is a great energy in the reverse. I like this because this is like you just being in the space of you're not going to be defending yourself anymore. You're going to be standing very strong in your convictions, Gemini. You know who you are, you know what you want, and you know what you need from a relationship. You know what you need, and you know your value and worth having to do with a job. And you're not defending yourself anymore. There's no reasoning things out, explaining why you feel the way you feel, why you think you deserve what you feel. Nope. No, this is you laying it on the line and speaking your truth. You have everybody figured out. I mean, you are the Queen of Swords, of course, figuring it all out. As soon as somebody walks in the room, you have them figured out. This is Virgo and Libra energy. Virgo and Libra. Virgo has a very critical eye, very critical mind, right? So this is having this figured out, but in a way where you're front and center with what you need in your heart space, because it's about Libra. Libra's all about fairness. So what do you need to feel like something is fair in this career? What do you feel like you need in order to feel like you're being treated fairly in this relationship? But it's not just to have the fairness, because remember, Libra, while Libra's the scales, Libra's about fairness. Libra's also ruled by Venus. It's about, fairness so that I could feel happy in my heart space in this connection or in this job. So that I could feel good about myself within this connection. I feel like I'm being treated in a way that where my worth is being made evident to me. So nice, beautiful. So you're gonna be having to deal with this Seven of Swords energy as the foundation, but you're not letting that mask continue. You're not allowing that narrative to be perpetuated in your life. You're just not. Nope. Looking at whoever's wearing a mask, you're pulling it right off, Gemini. Pulling it right off. All right, so let's go into love. So it's going to be 3 rows across, 4 down. I don't read these in reversals because I just never read oracles in reversals. And I'm going to be using the Arcanum to clarify. And even though I do normally read tarot in reverse, just to keep with the energy of the reading, I'm not going to read those in reverse either. Let's pull all the cards and then bring them all together. Okay, because sometimes when we do these kind of readings and we read them in isolation, it ends up giving us a different message than what's meant. Okay. I always say I'm not going to speak until all the cards are on the table, but I do like where it's going. Let's pull a couple Island Time Wellness. Coffee cup. Okay, some Arcanum for clarification. Okay. All right. See, that's why we have to wait until all the cards get pulled, because we got a whole story going on here. All right. So the first we have is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So by addiction, it's any area of imbalance. It doesn't necessarily have to mean to alcohol, drugs, sex, food, drugs, money, gambling, anything like that. Any area of imbalance. This could be excessive anxiety, excessive fear of commitment, fear of intimacy, anything like that, where it's really becoming like a third party in the relationship kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, clarifying that, we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So I am feeling for many of you, if you're connected to a person, this person is very much in need of, or you are in need of, their friendship more than anything right now. And always involved in friendship is this level of empathy and understanding with non-judgmental eyes, right? There really needs to be this idea of safety, right, in order to deal with this codependency. And then we have I like you, romance is blooming, fun, flirt, want to date. Okay, and then we have judgment. So this is a Pluto energy, and this is all about transformation. So this is very, very clear to me, Gemini. As simple as this sounds, whoever you're with, or this can be you feeling this, you just want to feel accepted for who you are, or this person just wants to be accepted for who they are. You know, bumps, warts and all, as a way of helping them through any issues with codependency, any issues of imbalance. They really need the friend in you. They need to feel like you actually really like them, or you may be feeling that way, that you just want to know that this person really likes you. And once that's established, the transformation can really begin, because there has to be safety here in order for this to happen. And they need the effort needs to be made. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And as a result of this, and really developing this effort and developing this sense of just acceptance, passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you right now. Enjoy it. Yeah. And then we have coffee cup, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. More about friendship here. More about friendship, the need for friendship, right? And this is about, having the conversation about what's needed. And the conversation, we have the Five of Swords is a conversation energy for sure. Five of Swords is a Venus and Aquarius energy. 5 is conflict, yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean a horrible, big, horrible thing. This is having a discussion about the truth of something. Okay, but now remember, it's a Venus in Aquarius energy. So it's having the conversation about that heart space, right? Because Venus is about love and our sense of self-worth and our self-value, having those conversations, but in a way where you guys are figuring out how to do things differently moving forward, because it's an Aquarius. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about doing things out of the box, differently than how they've been up to this point. What needs to change in order for everyone to feel comfortable and secure and safe in that, And we have it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life here. Yeah. So it's going to take some time, for this to roll out. But then we have freedom qualifying that. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear in front of you if you want it to be. So if you really want this relationship, Gemini, it's there for the taking. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we have camera, reminiscing, learning from the past, making memories. So this is all about this transformation that's happening with this judgment energy, and recognizing that things need to just be different, but at the same time remembering the beautiful aspects of your relationship. Yeah. And then we have the 8 of Cups, walking away from the negativity. You're leaving the unhealthy behind, and you're going to allow yourself to start new. I like it. Because you're recognizing where the way it was up to this point, it wasn't healthy. So you're having that conversation in the 5 of Swords energy, and you're figuring out, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. But what are we going to do? Because that's the Aquarius energy there. How are we going to do things differently? All right, well, first of all, we have to understand that cycle is done. The toothpaste is out of the tube. We can't go back to it. Let's extract the beautiful aspects. Let's remember all the good laughs and the beautiful moments we had. But now let's move forward and try to do this the right way, the healthy way. Yeah. I like it, Gemini. If you're dealing with a healthy individual, these are general messages, guys. Obviously, this cannot possibly resonate with every Gemini out there. That would be impossible, right? But if you are resonating with this, this is a beautiful, healthy energy that I'm sensing here. Really beautiful. If you're dealing with somebody who is super imbalanced, depends on what else is in their chart, you're better off not really fighting for the connection. But that's just common sense, right? Yeah. All right, guys, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys next time. If you like my energy, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. You guys know what to do. Thank you so much. It helps out my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.